Hello, welcome to Upstocks Cricket Index presents Reverse Sweep. And much as we've been doing and we did last week, we'll bring you up to speed with all that has happened. And as happens all the time, you have player performances going up and down, team performances going up and down. And to help you understand that better, we've come up with the Upstocks Cricket Index, which takes into account various parameters across batting, bowling, and fielding, analyzes the data, and comes up with a single rating score on a scale of 10. It gives you a little snapshot of how players have been doing, and in a sense, it's like whether you have confidence or no in your investment. तो है ना क्रिकेट एनालाइज करने का सिंपल तरीका? तो चलो स्टार्ट करके देखें. You cannot look further than the eliminator between Delhi and Kolkata. And I'll tell you, you'll have to wait lots of tournaments to see a game like this. Delhi made 135. We thought maybe 10, 15 short, but still there was something you could do about it. They only got there, by the way, because they made about 45 runs in the last 4 overs. Shreyas Iyer's 30 of 27. They got 15 of Ferguson's last over, Mavi's last over. But still, look at their figures. 1 for 26 and 1 for 27 tells you how good they were. None of the bowlers went beyond 28, 29 and over. Each of the 5 chipped in. And then Kolkata. 25 balls left. Only 13 runs to get, 8 wickets in hand, and that was the mother of all collapse. It was like apocalypse had come and surrounded the Kolkata side. One batsman after the other. I mean, you're talking of experienced players: Dinesh Karthik, Owen Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sunil Narayan, all of them part of the procession. And suddenly you need 6 out of 2. They lost 6 wickets for 7 runs. It was a magnificent comeback from Delhi. We are all sitting there in the commentary box thinking what's going to come next. I'm getting excited even thinking about this. So no doubt at all that was the match of the week. Right, time to look at our Upstocks Cricket Index Spotlight, where we look at various parameters: batting, bowling, fielding, look at who's gone up, who's gone down, much like in your world of investments. And our leaderboard, as it stands, is like a who's who of this tournament. Just look at the names there. And in spite of having very high values, people like Harshad Patel, KL Rahul, Avesh Khan, they've gone up. Ruturaj Gaikwad is still going up. So is Jadeja. And you look at just 2 names that are going down. One is Jasprit Bumrah and the other is Rashid Khan. And they've done so only on the basis of the high standards they've set. It's wonderful to be able to, on a single scale, look at the leaderboard from that point of view. So as we do every time, let's look at the upswing and a little bit of downswing. Let's look at one batsman, one bowler, and then look at who went down. Now, I had 2 choices among the batters, and Ruturaj Gaikwad was just the first choice. He's gone up enormously, just 6 games last season, absolute breakout season. So it would be an easy choice to look at Ruturaj Gaikwad in that role, but I've actually gone for somebody else. I've gone for Glenn Maxwell, and there's a reason for that. Maxwell hit so many 4s and 6s this year. Glenn Maxwell has actually hit 48 4s and 21 6s. And the reason I'm bringing that up is last year it was a decimal and no 6 at all. Every year you look at Maxwell, you look at the potential and you say no performance. Look at the growth there. 201%. His rating is 8.63. He was the best number 4 in the tournament. He was changing matches. He's a gun fielder. And so to me, Glenn Maxwell was that one batter that I really wanted to focus on the Upstocks Cricket Index Spotlight. What about the bowlers? There were so many, but there's one bowler who's actually crept up. I thought I'd look at Chahal, but the numbers surprised me for Shardul Thakur. You look at a team like Chennai, and there's so many people performing, and so your eyes don't move towards one person. Normally, Deepak Chahar is that person, but this time for Chennai, the person to look forward to was Shardul Thakur. Took 18 wickets, pretty decent economy rate. Rating is 6.93, but the growth is fantastic. And Shardul Thakur over the last few months has been just one of the big stories of Indian cricket. Whatever he has touched has turned to gold, but that doesn't just happen. That happens with a lot of players because you make it happen. And I enjoyed watching Shardul bustling in, making the most of what he has and giving his captain Dhoni the opportunity to change a game around. So those are my picks, Maxwell and Thakur. What about the downswing? There's one player, I mean, I talk to him so often during the presentations. He's always cheerful. He's an outstanding captain. He's bringing the best out of his side. He's taken Kolkata from virtually nowhere into the final. But what about Owen Morgan's own batting form? It's extraordinary for a player who's achieved so much in this game. His rating is 2.3. There's something about Morgan and this tournament. He comes every year and he never really seems to deliver it best. He succeeded as a captain, but not as a player. His growth is down 62.42% already on a small base. So that's a big down for Owen Morgan, just 2.3. And if you're Kolkata ahead of the final, you're thinking, come on, Morgan, get it right once. Come on, Morgan, get it right once. Who's my player to look forward to? I cannot look beyond one name because a lot of us sit together and we chat about players, and inevitably the conversation moves to Venkatesh Iyer. Did you think he'd come and have such a big impact? Did not even play the first leg of the tournament and then came here and scored a half century on each of the three venues, 9 matches, 320 runs. Now, normally over 400 run season, that's very good. But in 9 matches, he's made 320. That strike rate of 125 will go up because the tracks have been slow and he's had a certain role to play. That average of 40 is just outstanding. One of the games he was called in, he bowled 4 overs as well. And what has pleased me a lot is that he seems to have a really safe pair of hands in the deep. When the going gets tough, you put your best fielders out in the deep, and Venkatesh Iyer is out there in the deep as well. So as batsman, part bowler and fielder, he's been fantastic. He's been my player to watch out for. Time for our moment of the week. Now, normally we pick one, but we're coming to the end of the tournament. So I'm going to look back at it all and look at the one thing that pleased me enormously. And that was the rise of domestic, homegrown Indian talent. Look at these left-handed openers. At the top, there's Yashasvi Jaiswal, little slip of a kid going out and hitting the big shots. There's Venkatesh Iyer, who's been the revelation of the tournament. And Ruturaj Gaikwad, for whom I have only one word: wow. If he's not the next big thing in Indian cricket, then we are missing something here. But also the bowling. I enjoyed watching Avesh Khan. I mean, he's keeping some really good bowlers out of the side. He bustles in, he bowls at the death. He's got a bit of learning to do, but that was wonderful to see. And there's Ravi Bishnoi. I saw him turning a few away too. Again, responded every time the captain looked at him. And I think he is another with a bright future. I've picked 3 other players, not quite the youngest, but they had an impact on the tournament. I love the way Rahul Tripathi plays, just seems ebullient, like he's enjoying himself, plays with a smile, delivers the big shots at the end, as we've seen. Harshal Patel going round year upon year, moving franchises, and had this big breakthrough. I'm so happy for Harshal Patel, as indeed I am for Varun Chakravarti. What a story. It's been up and down and up and down. And this year he bowled well in all stages of the tournament, came to the UAE, never conceded more than 26 in the over. These performances bring a smile on your face and tell you why this is such a great tournament where talent meets opportunity. I enjoyed that. And so it's time for the game to look forward to. There is only one, and what a game we've got. Kolkata against Chennai. What a story for each of the two teams. Last year, Chennai come along and you say, oh, Dad's Army, surely they're going to change everybody. Just a little infusion here and there. But the same people under one of the best captains you will have seen, they come up and they score point after point after point. They get into the playoffs. They beat Delhi, and Chennai are standing there. Can they get their 4th win? Only 1 year that they didn't make the playoffs. What a side Chennai is. And in front of them, resurgent Owen Morgan's Kolkata is a bit like Owen Morgan's England of 2019, where they had to win a couple of games to qualify, then went on to win. They came here, they were 1-2, lost 5. They'd only won 2 out of 7. Their campaign in disarray, and they have turned it around in staggering style. I think if the track is slow, if it's sort of 135 kind of game, then with the spinners, Kolkata will look excellent. Anything more than that, I think Chennai have a chance. 2 very astute leaders, 2 teams full of experienced players. It is a game that's going to whet your appetite. So what a tournament we've had. Performances going up and down, teams going up and down, much like some of your investments keep going up and down. And we were delighted to be able to track all that through the various batting, bowling, fielding parameters that exist on the Upstocks Crick Index. So thank you very much for watching Upstocks Crick Index presents Reverse Sweep. We've got the final to go still. So final, start करके देखें.